listed Tribe Technology, epic code TRYB, is a disruptive developer and manufacturer of autonomous mining and exploration equipment. Founded in Western Australia in 2019, the company is now headquartered in Northern Ireland, from where Charlie King, Chief Executive, joins us today. Good morning, Charlie. How are you?
Very well. How are you doing, Alan?
Very good indeed, thanks. Very good indeed. So TribeTech have had a busy few months, raising 1.47 million in June, a joint venture with ASX-listed mining tech group Index, and of course the shipping of the first autonomous rig from your manufacturing base a few days ago. So we're going to cover that shortly. But firstly, Charlie, can you explain the technology and the market opportunity for TribeTech?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're what's well known in Australia as a METS company, Mining Technology Engineering Services. It's a less known sector in the UK and Europe, but Europe does have some big players in the METS space, particularly in Scandinavia, Sweden, in their own right. So very attractive, exciting market. Mining is a really fun space to be at the tier one end. Lots of huge pushes towards automation, smart mining, data driven decision making. And a lot of these big players like Anglo, FMG, Rio Tinto, they're pioneering change in green technology as well as things like automation, which we're involved in.
Okay. So, as part of that process, of course, you're engaged with a number of joint ventures. You've announced several joint ventures this year, of course, Verasio in February, and most recently, Index. How do these joint ventures fit into the TribeTech development plan?
Yeah, look, we've just completed the biggest R&D project within our sector. Creating the world's first autonomous drilling rig and the world's first autonomous sampling system. So, there's been a long, heavy R&D process, and now our focus as a company is production. And being listed, that gives us better numbers that we can project and forecast against. But what we're quite keen on doing at the moment, we've got 14 separate either granted or pending patent applications just on this first system. So we've been approached by big players within the industry about where we can leverage the technology we've already created to pair up with technology they have to maybe address a different marketplace or add value add to our existing product lines. So it's us trying to be smart with the R&D we've already done, invested in, spent the time, energy, and effort on, and where we think we can capitalize that into different markets, different products, without having to undertake, massive engineering feats like we've just achieved.
Of course. Well, the shipping of your first autonomous rig is a huge milestone for the company. There are lots of pictures on the website. Can you tell us about the shipping and also about the other deals that you've got in the pipeline?
Yeah, look, I mean, massive milestone. To see this coming from a doodle in my diary 5 years ago to, huge 80-ton machine rolling out the factory on its way to port. I mean, it's a hell of achievement, and full credit to all our team. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get this done. I know it took us a bit longer than we were hoping, but for us, the most important thing was it went right, and we kept it back a bit longer to make sure we were happy. And it was a hell of a sight seeing it go up the road. And since we've kind of reached the completion of manufacturing phase, and even on our sample system, now we've got our first commercial unit deployed in the field with Anglo American in South Africa. We are seeing a big uptick in inbound inquiries as well as, requests for quote, requests for tender. And these are from the biggest players within the mining and drilling contracting space. So, very exciting time for us. we'll make more announcements on that in due course.
Exciting times indeed. Well, TribeTech also manufactures autonomous drill rigs and sampling systems. I appreciate you can't go into too much detail, Charlie, but are there plans to further diversify and grow the product range?
Yeah, look, I think, again, to go back to my point, we've just done the biggest R&D project within our sector. We've got to focus now on getting towards profitability, being a good, strong, self-sustaining business. But we at the moment we're focused on execution, margin, reducing production times, all that good stuff that we have to work on as we go, or have gone from an R&D project to OEM manufacturer of disruptive technology. But in the future, we will be undertaking more R&D. There's no doubt about it. It's part of who we are. We love solving big problems. But I think for us, the focus at the moment is on that discipline, doing what our shareholders want, including myself as a shareholder, and becoming a financially self-sustaining business that doesn't need continual fundraising. So that's the focus. But we're definitely getting lots of approaches about, could you make this or could you do that? And at the moment, it's all about the discipline and keeping the blinkers on and focusing on the stuff we've already got, commercialized or being commercialized at the moment.
Well, of course, on the fundraising front, you had a successful fundraise in June. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, look, it's no surprise to anybody here. The market hasn't been in great shape. It does seem like it is picking up, but our existing shareholders are incredibly supportive, and the vast majority of that raise was from our existing shareholder base. So they've been supporting us and backing us the whole way through. Again, including myself, I bought into that round as well. So we've got a great shareholder base, and we're looking to grow it. So please follow the stock, TRYB.
Indeed. Well, before we wrap up, Charlie, we've covered some of the future plans for the company. Can you provide viewers and, of course, investors with some of the near-term milestones and value inflection points for TribeTech?
Yeah, look, the last 6 months has been pretty exciting, and we've kicked some big goals. A few disappointments with us being late, but over the next 6 months, we're going to have products operating, some big technical milestones, and a lot of good news flow over the next 6 months. So I think you'll be hearing a lot more about us.
Well, Charlie, it's been great speaking with you, and of course, we wish you every continued success with your progress, and of course, the rollout of further rigs. Please do come back and tell us more. Charlie King, Chief Executive at Tribe Technology PLC. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.